Hello everybody and welcome back to another monthly TBR video. Obviously we're going to be letting our trusty TBR Dad choose our TBR for the month of March. Quick recap of last month, we chose 8 books which were That Kind of Guy, Promise of Peridot, Frederick Backman's Beartown, Caught Up, Heartless Sky, Feed the Flames and The Priory of the Orange Tree. You can probably guess I did not read Priory of the Orange Tree but I have read That Kind of Guy, Caught Up, Heartless Sky and Fear the Flames. I have read those, so I feel like we had a good month last month. We only didn't read, and I read Promise of Peridot. We only didn't read 2 books out of the 8, so hopefully month of March can be just as good as that as well. Now there are some books that I'm very excited to read in the month of March, whether they be new releases or just books that I'm excited or looking forward to get to. But The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy has just come out. It's the 3rd book and I don't know whether it's the final book in the Campus Diary series, and I'm very excited for that, like super excited. So I definitely think I'm going to try and get to that in the month of March, and I also really want to try and do the tandem read of Zodiac Academy, so book 8 and 8.5. They are definitely going to be on my TBR because I just finished Heartless Sky, which is book number 7 in Zodiac Academy, and it tore my heart out. Like, it actually took a piece of my heart, so I feel like I desperately need to go into the tandem as soon as possible. Some people say you don't have to do the tandem, but some people say it's really good to do the tandem, so I think I'm gonna do the tandem. But those 2 books are definitely going to be on my TBR for the month of March. Now, because I am going to be doing the tandem read, which adds up to I think like roughly about 1,300 pages or 1,005, I honestly don't even want to think about it. I am only going to be choosing 6 books instead of 8 this month because I feel like the Zodiac Academy is going to take up a big chunk of my reading time. So without even choosing a prompt, here are the first books on my TBR and I'm very excited to get to these. I've had a little, I feel like I spoiled something for myself because I had like a little flick through this and I seen someone's POV and I was like, I don't think like it was a spoiler, but it was like a POV that wouldn't make sense. So I'm kind of like intrigued to see what that is. So I'm very excited to get to these because, as I said, Heartless Sky has taken a piece of my heart and just stuck it through a blender and then stuck all that through a shredder and just stamped on it. But now, without further ado, with those out the way, let's actually get to the good stuff. So obviously I said we're gonna pick 6 prompts, which is kind of different from me. I usually choose 8. Oh, okay. So a book by a new author. Oh, okay. So what do I want to choose? I feel like we've got so many books that I could go with. I feel like I want to try and keep the books that I read in the month of March quite short because obviously we've got a big chunk there and there's a whole week where I'm not going to be able to read anything off my TBR because my bestie's going to be choosing my reads for a month and there's like everything that she's given me I think I don't own. So we need to try and limit them to quite shorter books, or like the average 300 to 400 page books. Nothing over 500 pages. Please. Oh, but I do want to try and read A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I've never read a book by her before, so this could be potential. Oh, we've got The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Oh no, I've read a book by her before. I've read, what was the Inheritance Games. I've read that. Now she's just received a parcel that I'm going to open midway through this video because I know what it is. The Charlie Method. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. Oh my god, yay. So this is definitely going to be read this month because I need to read this as soon as possible. But back to the prompt that we were choosing. I don't know what I could go with because I feel like, do I want romance or do I want fantasy? And I kind of like don't want to start loads of new series. Like, I've got loads of books on here that I haven't read like the author from, but I'm just like, what do I fancy? I think I'm just gonna go with A Deadly Education because I do really want to get to this and I think it has been on previous TBRs of mine before and I think it's just something that I'd really enjoy because it kind of gives Zodiac Academy vibes. I think it's like a dark academia fantasy book. Enter a school of magic unlike any you have encountered. There are no teachers, no holidays, friendships are purely strategic and the odds of survival are never equal. Once you're inside, there are only 2 ways out. You graduate or you die. Perfect. That's definitely going on my TBR. Right, let's get to our next book. Next prompt. Ooh, a book by a female author. Ooh, okay, what could we go with? What do I fancy reading? Oh, okay, I feel like this could just be cheating, but we're gonna put Charlie Method in because I feel like I'm gonna read it anyway. It may as well count towards my monthly TBR, and I might read it in, obviously, if you've been watching my videos before, I got a new thing where one of my videos is me filming myself trying to get through my monthly TBR because I feel like I'm never actually getting through my monthly TBRs. So if I film actually dedicating the time reading the books on my monthly TBR, then I actually get them done. So I might actually add this into that and you can see me guys read this because I think I did a video where I read read The Dixon Rule and you've seen my full raw reactions to that, so you can see my full raw reactions of this, because I feel like this is going to be a little bit more spicy than some of her other books, which, if you know me, I'm not a big spice lover, but if it's done right and it's not just like added in and it like goes with the plot, then I don't mind it. So I'm gonna put Charlie Method in because obviously it's by Elle Kendi. Elle Kendi is a female author, so very excited. Oh, very excited for that. Okay, that was nice and easy. Let's go with our third prompt. An odd number of pages. Okay. What kind of books do I want to read? If I like choose, I'm just gonna blindly choose 3 books that I really want to read and then see and hope that they're odd number of pages. So I've got, let me put my Shattered book back. So I got 3 books here that I do really want to read. They're varying from different sizes. So let's hope one of these is an odd number of pages. But we've got the choices are Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi. This is the second book in the Shatter Me series. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. I picked it up just now, but I really want to read this. So let's hope it's an odd number of pages. And then if you've watched my most recent vlog of me trying to get through my January TBR, then you would have seen that I read From Blood and Ash. So this is the second book in the Blood and Ash series. It's A Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And it's a bit on the chunkier side, but if you watched the vlog then you would know that I loved that series so much, well, From Blood and Ash, the book, so much that I devoured it in 3 days. Okay, and this is like a similar size, so this could easily be done in 3 days. So let's hope that this, kind of hoping that it's this, that's the odd number of pages. Oh no! Oh wait, are they acknowledgements? Oh no, it's a chapter. Oh no, this one ends on 628. Darn it. Okay, let's look at the Naturals. Oh, this one ends on 308. Alright, Unravel Me. Let's see if you've got an odd number of pages. Oh my god, yay! 361. So it doesn't have a page number, but there is obviously 360, if you can see. So obviously this page where it continues is 361. Okay, so it looks like we're putting Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi on my TBR for the month of March. Very excited. Okay, we're halfway there, guys. Let's choose 3 more. Let's go for a yellow one. I feel like we haven't chosen a yellow one and I feel nice and bright in my yellow. Oh my god, we're very yellow themed right now. For a book with a yellow cover, then we just need to find a book with a yellow cover that's also kind of short and not really long. I've literally only got 2 books here that are a yellow cover, but one of them's more yellow than the others. We've got Trial of the Sun Queen by Nisha J. Tooley, and then we've got Glow of the Everflame by Pen Cole. Obviously this one's a bit more yellowy orange and this one's more of a yellowy gold, but what do I want to read more? I feel like I'll be better off choosing this because I'll be continuing a series, whereas with this I'll be starting a new series and I really can't be doing that, guys. I think I'm in the middle of like 20 book series right now, so I feel like I need to pick up a book that's gonna help me actually get through these series. And Spark of the Everflame is actually a 5-star read for me. I absolutely loved it so much, so I am excited to get back into the series. I might have to do a little recap just to like try and remember some of the secrets and stuff that we discovered in book number 1, because I feel like there was a lot of things that we were like discovering but also so little, and the way that ended has me like mind blown of what this could entail, because I feel like this is like a middle book, so I feel like we could lose a lot of momentum with this. I feel like if we keep up the momentum that we had in book number 1, this could also be another 5-star, if not like a 4.75. So very excited. You back. Let's go with our next prompt. Ooh, a book from my TBR card. So obviously if you didn't know or if you couldn't guess, I've got a book here on my TBR card that obviously need to be read, but because not all of my TBR fits on this card, I also have some on my shelf as well. So we're going to choose one from my TBR card. I feel like a lot of my books on here are fantasy and they're going to be starting a new series. Okay, I feel like we could go with The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. This is, I obviously want to read it. It's come up like in so many of these like prompts in the last few prompts. Does that make sense? But it's come up, it keeps on coming up, so I obviously want to read it. So I'm going to go with The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Even though it is going to be me starting a new series and I just said that I can't start any more series, 90% of the books on here are the first book in a series, so, or they're just like really long books and I'm just not getting in the middle of them. So I go with The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now this is like a YA, oh I literally said at the bottom, The Naturals is a Criminal Minds for the YA world, which is like perfect for me. I love Criminal Minds, but I'm sure that they all have, there's like a bunch of kids or like teenagers, I guess, young adults, and they all have like some sort of skill, not like a magic, but like a skill that will help them like solve cases. And I think they get given a bunch of like cold cases to solve basically, and it sounds right up my street. So I don't think it's like magic, but it's like a skill that they all have. But this is obviously a first book in a series, but they're all quite short and they're YA. The writing's really big as well, so I feel like I could fly through this, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so let's choose our final prompt. Oh, so our last prompt gonna be, please be something exciting. Oh, a book from my bookshelf. Okay, so to go hand in hand with my TBR, we've got a book from my bookshelf, which I already know what I'm gonna choose. I literally looked over my bookshelf and I was like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm gonna be choosing, and that is Unloved by Peyton Green. Again, if you watch my recent vlog of me trying to get through my January TBR, I read Unsteady and I was literally bawling my eyes out at chapter 2. I loved that book with all of my being. It was a 5-star read for me, and I feel like I need to carry on with the series because I feel like I'm gonna love this book 10 times more. It's about Sadie's bestie from book number 1 and one of the other guys on the hockey team, so I'm very excited. And I think that they have like a tutoring sort of friends to lovers kind of situation. She's the tutor, he needs help, he's like a hockey player, but I think there's like apparently meant to be really good mental health and ADHD representation in this. Oh, dyslexia. Oh my god. Yeah, so he is struggling with dyslexia and ADHD, which if you didn't know, I also struggle with dyslexia and ADHD, and I love books when they have like a really good rep of those things and they're written really well, because we had like panic attacks and anxiety represented in book number 1. And also, guys, if you didn't guess, woohoo, I have crippling anxiety, so I feel like that was really well written in that, and I feel like I was seen and I felt really connected to the characters, and I think Peyton Green did a really good job with writing these things, so I'm very excited to see how she represents ADHD and dyslexia in these books as well. So I'm very excited. So yeah, Freddie is dyslexic and ADHD and he needs help, so she, which is Ro, she is gonna be his tutor, which I'm very excited for. But I'm sure she's got like, oh yeah, she's on again off again relationship, which we kind of see like how toxic he is in book number 1, so I feel like that's what she's struggling with at the minute. She's just in a really toxic relationship, so I'm very excited because I feel like I'm gonna love this. This is going to be like a 5-star read already. I can already tell. Okay, so that was all of our prompts for this video, and I feel like we have chosen some amazing books, but I'm gonna quickly go through these with you. Obviously, just like an honourable mention, I am going to be reading these. I'm literally going to be finishing up Fear the Flames. I'm currently reading Caught Up, which I'm going to finish tonight, and then I've got Fear the Flames left to read, and then we've got, it's only 25th of Feb today, so I got one more book left to read off my TBR from last month, and then I'm going to be jumping straight in with these books because I haven't got any like videos I need to film, but I am going to incorporate this into my trying to get through my March TBR. So it's not officially on my March TBR from this video, but it is also on my March TBR, so you will see me reading this because I feel like you guys have been with me reading the Zodiac Academy randomly throughout my videos, and you've seen my raw honest reaction, especially book number 7. So in my video of me trying to get through my February TBR, you will see my raw reactions of reading book number 7, so make sure you go watch that when it comes out because I was bawling my eyes out. I've never cried that much in a book in my life. Like, I was physically hyperventilating and I couldn't breathe. It was tragic, to be honest. And the fact that I'm gonna put that on the internet is crazy, but I am gonna be filming myself read these so you can have my raw honest reactions. But from today's video, I'm gonna quick fire go through these just as a reminder. We got Unloved by Peyton Green, The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, Glow of the Everflame by Pen Cole, Unravel Me by Tahara Mafi, The Charlie Method by Elle Kennedy, and lastly A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik, which I feel like is a very good month. I feel like I could fly through all of these quite quickly, other than Glow of the Everflame. I feel like that might take me a bit longer, but things like The Naturals, Unravel Me, they're like YA books, the writing's quite big, I could fly through those. Deadly Education, very short, it's under 300 pages, so I feel like Glow of the Everflame is the only one that could trip me up this month, and I might not get to depending on how much time I have or what I'm feeling up to. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to subscribe, give it a thumbs up, all that jazz, and let me know in the comments as well. I love chatting to you in the comments, but let me know in the comments if you've read any of those, what your thoughts were, or some books that you're excited to read in the month of March. Let me know, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!